So, let's have a quick recap on what happened in the last chapter of New Term at Mallory Towers. So, Felicity, who is excited to go to Mallory Towers and happy to get rid of Bonnie, goes to Mallory Towers and she is really excited to meet her friends. Yes, which she did, and she met all her friends. And once she met with all her friends, she gets introduced to a new girl, Amy, who is a snob with all richness, of course, and who brags about her wealth. And then they all enter into the common room, and while they're unpacking, the chapter ends where the door knocks, and yes, June is back. With that, let's go into the next chapter. So, hello everyone, welcome to Deepika and Books, and this is Deepika, and today we are going to be seeing a new term in Mallory Towers chapters 2 and 3. The reason I did not upload it yesterday was because I planned to do 2 chapters together today so that it would be published on the same day. So, without further ado, let's start. So, now everyone are welcoming June, even though they hated June's sometimes rude behavior or sometimes, not very good behavior. They really liked her for her wittiness and her clever ways to play tricks. So everyone welcomed her happily, and June said that she has brought a lot of tricks this year, and also that she wanted to introduce a new girl for this class, saying that this is Freddie. Freddie says that her name is Freddie, Winifred to be exact. So yes, this is the Winifred we spoke about in the earlier video. So, Winifred also gets introduced, and Freddie, that's how we'll be calling her. So, Freddie happens to be really excited in coming to Mallory Towers and says that June has told all about it to her in the train journey. So, June and Freddie have traveled to Mallory Towers through train. And then they are talking about everything, and yeah, June sees Amy, and Susan mildly explains that Amy is a rich girl and she couldn't get used to the ways of Mallory Towers, and she comes from a really good school which she considers the best. And then June tries to be a bit, sarcastic with Amy, and Amy doesn't know if whether June is being genuinely interested or being sarcastic. But everyone wanted to see the whole impact of sarcasm on Amy, but Pam, who did not want the new girl be treated rude, gently interrupted, turning the conversation to Freddie. And yes, they are all conversing, and yeah, when suddenly June notices other 2 beds there. One is an extra bed left simply, and another bed belongs to Veronica. And Felicity explains that Veronica is going to be with them, and just everyone are so bummed and that Veronica is going to be there. So that they all are really sad. And then Julie warns Felicity that she should be careful of Veronica. So Felicity is like, for what? And Julie explains that one day Veronica, the reason they all hate Veronica is she's such a snoop, and she's such a sneaking person, such authoritative and snobbish, and just name it. Well, so she's been snooping in the 6th form common room, the studies, and Daryl had caught her and had scolded her and given her punishment of writing an essay about respecting elders and reading it in front of the whole 6th form. So that Veronica might hold a grudge. So for that reason, she was cowardly not to take her revenge on Daryl, so she might take it on Felicity. And Susan says that in case she does something to Felicity, then she will have the whole 3rd form to answer to. And Pam heartily agreed with it. And then they all decided that they're going to be showing the common room and swimming pool to the newcomers before going for dinner. So they all went. And then suddenly the door of the bathroom opened. And there was Veronica. She's been there the whole time. Actually, she didn't mean to eavesdrop on the conversation of these people. And once they had entered, she wanted to go and speak to them or just say hello or something. But when she listened to Amy's remarks, she understood that Amy was a grand person and she was daydreaming about how wonderful it would be for her to make friend with Amy, a very grand girl in her class. So Veronica had a lot of trouble in making friends with people, but she doesn't know that it's because of her own behavior, and she takes pride in saying that they are not good enough for her. And now there was a good enough girl, Amy. While she was saying all these things, she wanted to get out. But then, if she goes out, and everyone will understand that, well, she knows Amy is wealthy, so in case she becomes friends with Amy, everyone will suspect that she's becoming friends with Amy because of her wealth. She doesn't want it to show, so she decides to stay there. And then they start talking about Veronica herself. And then Veronica gets so angry that she wanted to go in front and confront. Even though she has a grudge and wanted to take it out on Felicity, she didn't want it to be sarcastically told and spread about, so that she wanted to confront them, but if she goes and confronts them, she will be accused of eavesdropping, so that she just stays. And then once everyone left, she came in and she saw Felicity's bed with a family photograph of Felicity, Daryl and her parents. So that Veronica was so angry that she had to break it. But then everyone will understand that it was Veronica because she was the only person cruel enough to do something like that. This is typical of Veronica. She always thinks what affects her instead of thinking what she shouldn't do. Like, she didn't think it was mean or bad to go and break about things, but she thought she shouldn't get caught in it. Yes, that's typical of Veronica, and which is why the whole farm hates her. So that they are showing. Well, now let's come to these other girls. So they are showing around Amy and Freddie about the schools and even the stables, and Freddie is all excited to see everything. But Amy is, well, not really too excited about it, and she's like, ugh, it's so bad, it's so poor, and why don't we have studies? Like, I had it in my old school. Yes, she was basically bragging, but no one took much notice of her. And next, it's dinner time and everybody are eating, and Veronica comes in and says hello to everyone, and then sits near Amy, acting as if she's knowing about it for the first time. You seem like a new girl. What's your name? Oh, Amy. Yeah. Come on, just sit by me. And she's like gently helping up and everything. So June was thinking, like, why is this Veronica sucking up to Amy? Veronica doesn't know she's rich. Like, she wasn't in there. Has Veronica really changed and become a very good person? Somehow June doubted it. So with all of these being said, we then enter into the night time, and then everyone are going to sleep, and they're spending some time in the common room. And then Susan remarks that Felicity should be really happy to leave Bonnie and then come, because Susan had visited Felicity once too, and Bonnie had made Susan feel unwelcome because Bonnie was jealous because Susan and Felicity were best friends. Yeah. So when they were talking about all these things, Felicity remarks that Veronica and Amy are becoming good friends. Susan thinks that somehow it wouldn't be for the good of the class thing. Good for both of them, because both of them have their minuses and they just improvise their minuses. So that they were thinking about who the next head girl would be for the farm, and Susan thinks it's going to be Felicity, and Felicity thinks it's going to be Susan. But when Susan tells it should be Felicity, Felicity is like, there is no way I'd be running for it. Like, sometimes I can be really indecisive. Like, I can't take a proper decision, and I can't be very firm with people like June. Like, I can't be a very firm leader. Susan's like, even mistresses and all the teachers, they can't control June, so it's not a big problem. When she was thinking how it would be if June herself was the leader there. Oh. And then, but anyway, Felicity remarks that it would probably be Veronica because she's an old student of the farm. So everyone are like, oh my god, is it gonna be Veronica? So then it's night time and everybody are just sleeping, and Freddie and June, they were talking about something and laughing even after lights out. And Veronica, who had a feel that she was going to be the head girl, and she's like, I'm going to tell them now itself, I'm going to be a very ruling leader. And she's like, hey, you are not supposed to speak, just go sleep. something like that. And June, who doesn't like Veronica's authority, says that Veronica is thinking herself she is going to become the head girl, but Miss Peters is very sensible and she knows how poor a character Veronica is, and she would never make her leader. And then Veronica is less bitten by these words, and then Miss Potts comes and orders Pam to make sure they all sleep because she had been the head girl the last term. So that Pam was also like, please everyone just sleep, and we would not be able to concentrate tomorrow if we don't get enough sleep, so please sleep. June also obeyed Pam, saying like, yes sure Pam. But Veronica knew that the reason June was behaving so good now was because she's showing Veronica that she's ready to accept Pam's authority but not Veronica's authority. So Veronica was thinking what are the competitions she would have and how are the odds that she would become the head girl. So it's definitely not going to be Julie because she's hot smart, and Amy and Freddie are new, so it won't be them, and Pam has already been a head girl. Nora is a bit scatterbrained, and then that brings her up to the topic. There's two more competitors, Felicity and Susan, but she doesn't have much opinion on Felicity and Susan, so she thinks that she would be the head. But Miss Peters doesn't like Veronica, but Veronica is sure that Miss Peters won't put any personal thoughts into the matter, and she would do what's best for the class. Veronica thinks that putting Veronica as the leader is the best for the class, and with that ends the 2 chapters. So, without wasting further of your time, let's just say bye, see you soon.